Hello guys and welcome to ICO Investor. In today's episode we're going to talk about two different topics. First of all, we're going to talk about Next Earth, which is the first of its kind platform for you to be able to buy land within the metaverse, develop your land, exchange and sell on, and much more. As well as that, we're going to talk about the megaverse, which allows communities to enter the metaverse and do loads and loads of cool stuff. Today's episode has super interesting and exciting things, so make sure you stick around for all of the information that we're going to talk about today. As always guys, nothing I talk about on this channel is financial advice, so always go away and do your own research before you invest any of your own money in anything. Without further ado, let's jump into today's video. So here we are over on the Next Earth website guys. As always, link down in the description below, so make sure you come and check it out after this video. You can see that the first true land ownership platform in the megaverse is what they're trying to create. With the power of NFTs, we're building a platform for users to purchase, develop and sell virtual land mapped onto the earth. By combining your entrepreneurial spirit with your infrastructure, our Next Earth will create true equity at every level. Now, there's so many opportunities for this if you think about the concept. Now, whether you're a store owner or you own some sort of brand or company already, that gives you the opportunity to build in the metaverse with perhaps your existing idea, but also you then have access, if you're an entrepreneur, whatever, and you want to make some other money, where you can go and create some crazy artwork, some different things that perhaps no one has ever seen, and sell concepts, etc. to other people. So if you're kind of creative, this could be something that is really interesting and exciting for you, and definitely worth coming over and checking out. Even if you're not that creative guys, you can come over and buy land, and in the future potentially that land will go up in value as other people get involved and try to buy more land themselves, because of obviously supply and demand, etc. If you think about things like the sandbox that really exploded last year, with people making crazy returns on very small initial investments within a very short space of time. Comment down below guys, how we bring true equity into the metaverse. Buying land, as I've already explained, is basically by owning the NFTs or the pieces of land that kind of work like NFTs. You can then do other features like things like staking land. As a physical landowner, you can rent out your land, rent out shops, whatever it is, rent out homes. This kind of gives you the ability to do that within the metaverse environment, which is what's super powerful guys. Now, if you think about particular areas of land around the world, like places in New York, places in London, etc., they're obviously high in demand, and those places could also be highly sought after in the metaverse. So if you go and own these pieces of land, you can potentially rent them out for crazy sums of money, like you would be able to do if you actually owned a real piece of London or a real piece of Manhattan or whatever it is. So it's basically a great way for you to be able to earn passive income, etc. As I've also mentioned guys, it's also encouraging entrepreneurship with a launch pad that's going to be stuck into the system. That's why we welcome and encourage metaverse entrepreneurs to build their businesses in the Next Earth by providing access to funding, infrastructure, mentorship and much more, which is obviously going to make it a very exciting and interesting platform going forward. It's going to be entertainment. Entertainment in the metaverse goes way beyond escapism. Like all true art forms, creation in the metaverse open up new opportunities for connection and self-discovery. If you think about how the kind of world works right now, a lot of people don't have access to being able to create designs and things like that. Imagine how great it will be if everyone had the opportunity to express their own creative nature, all the stuff that we might see developed in the metaverse that could then start to be developed in the real world. There's so much opportunity, and no one really knows exactly what the metaverse is going to look like right now, which is what makes it so cool in my opinion. They're also interested in charities that are basically about the environment and sustaining the earth, hence the Next Earth name, etc. They're also planning in the future to bring in a DAO once the economy and everything is up and running, and loads more features and exciting things coming up for the whole platform in general. Okay guys, so clicking on map here will bring you over to this page, and you can see it's a satellite photo of the earth. We can kind of zoom in and out, kind of like a Google Earth type thing. This is currently in Budapest over in Hungary, and you can see at the moment, looking at different parts of land which you can buy, there's sort of different values. Obviously depending on the popularity of that land, they're going to be different values. You can see this one here currently $64 tether. Zooming in further, you can see that the land's kind of all portioned up into these different sort of squares and different areas, and you can obviously go around the world if you know the different longitude and latitudes. If you don't know that guys, all you need to do guys is go across to Google and type in my location or location of London or whatever it is, and they'll give you the longitude and latitude. You can then just dump those in, and that will bring you to the part of the world that you want to go and look at if you are interested in buying different pieces of land. What it also shows you guys is different information. You can see, guys, that this was purchased for $78 and is currently worth $794, which is up 914%. I don't know what timescale we're talking about here, but 914% is absolutely insane, guys. So this could potentially blow up. If you think about what's going on right now with crypto, metaverse and stuff like that, maybe this is the time to go in and find a project like this that's still relatively early and relatively cheap that you can get involved in and potentially make crazy returns. I've already mentioned Sandbox, guys. People were buying things for like $2,000 and that and making $20-30 million within just a few months. I'm not saying it's going to happen here, but there's always opportunity if you go and look for it. You can see all you need to do if you want to go and buy a piece of land that already belongs to someone, you just need to place an offer. You can also see the history, how many times it's changed hands, etc, etc. Now all of this is going to be run using the NXTT or the Next Earth token. Introducing the NXTT, the native currency of the Next Earth economy is the token NXTT. All transactions on Next Earth will be done through the NXTT in the future. Plus a portion of all Next Earth platform fees will go into the rewards pool, which will be managed by a smart contract independent of Next Earth's control. So very interesting to see that it's decentralized away from the control of the people who are running the project, which obviously makes it fairer, and ultimately you will get the rewards that you deserve depending on the land that you're holding, etc. Now what's nice to see, guys, is the transparency of this project. You can find information about the founder, Gabor Retfalvi, I hope I said that right, who's the co-founder and CEO, and it gives you loads of information about him. Also gives you loads of information about the other co-founders, of which there is 2 of them. If you look through their history, guys, you can see that they've been in web and mobile application development with over 60 successful software development projects. This to me sounds really promising. 1, because they're probably going to be well funded. 2, because they've obviously done it before. Then always back companies that have been founded by people who've done it all before and proven that they can do it, because it's usually the best way to find success. If you want to get down into the grassroots and the nitty gritty, guys, you can also find out more information about the team over on the white paper, which again we'll have a link down in the description along with the website for the Next Earth if you want to come and check this out afterwards. Jumping over to Next Earth on Twitter, you can see it has 48.4 1,000 followers, which is pretty big. There's loads of kind of podcasts and stuff where they're talking with the founders and loads of other stuff going on. Make sure you come across to this, guys, because there's always potential that you might be able to win in giveaways and things like that just by simply retweeting, sharing and following their Twitter page. Now what you need to do, guys, if you want to buy NXTT and then you can go and do things like stake it, is come over to the website, scroll down here and you can see click on buy NXTT. You can also learn more about the staking, but stake early with NXTT. The native currency of the Next Earth economy is NXTT. All transactions on the Next Earth will be done through this platform. And as of June 2022, guys, users will be able to stake in the Next Earth, which is going to give you, as I've already mentioned, passive income and loads of other benefits that come with being a part of this exciting ecosystem. By staking different pieces of land, you then generate more land, up to 1 unit per month, can be upgraded with tiles, can generate units at higher rates. So obviously the more you hold, it's then going to generate more and more and more, and it's going to continue to grow, compounding, exciting stuff. So in today's episode, we talked about Next Earth, which is one of the hottest projects coming up in the metaverse, allowing you to buy, develop, and sell on digital land within the metaverse. This is a super exciting opportunity and a one of its kind, so definitely make sure you go and check it out after this video. As well as that, we also talked about the megaverse, which is bringing communities and social media into the metaverse and really accelerating the growth and the development of the metaverse, which is going to be super exciting. They're going to have a launch for their token in just 2 weeks, so make sure you go and check that out. As always, all the links are down in the description below. If you've got any value out of today's video, then make sure you smash the like button. It really helps us out more than you know. And as well, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe so you're kept up to date with all of the latest happening in crypto. Thanks very much, guys. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye-bye.